Hey guys, what's going on? This is YGO Team Dynasty Zach here. Um, the reason I have these four cards here, let me explain to you. I'm gonna start a couple of new series on my channels. This being one of them. The first one I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically um, pick cards out of the new sets that come out and do and basically tell you why they should be run more often than people will think about. But and the second one is basically I'm gonna help all the so-called BKs out there and help them out with strategies and whatnot, to the best of my ability. So anyway, uh, let me get started here. I picked four cards that I thought were, you know, not being utilized a lot, and I'm basically gonna show them to you and tell you why they are good and why they should be run more often and why they're important now or later. so, all right. So let's get started. I'm gonna go over here. First one, number 20, Giga Briant. It requires two level 3 monsters, light type, or light attribute, I should say, sorry. Insect type. Once per turn, you can detach one Exceed material from this card, and all face-up monsters you currently control gain 300 attack. Now, I realize this being a rank 3, it's the last one you want to go for, but when Inzectors come out and everybody has that hype about wind-up Inzectors, this card would actually be good to run because when the loop is finally complete and you need another level 3, this one would actually be really nice to go for with Leviathan out as well. You can detach one, and all of them gain a permanent 300 boost. It's a permanent 300 boost. Leviathan becomes 28. Zen Mighty becomes stronger. Zen Mains become stronger. You know, basically all monsters you have at that point become stronger. So he's important. And he also goes up to 21 as well. So he's really good in my opinion. I really think that people should run him more often. Probably not right now, but definitely when the Zen Mighty loop starts showing up, this card actually would be very nice to run, in my opinion. So, but you don't have to take my word for it. Try it out yourself. See if it works. If not, then what can you do? All right. Next card, Tribe Shocking Virus. Level 4 Water type, Thunder attribute. Thunder type, Water attribute monster. 17 attack, 1000 defense. Once per turn, you can banish one monster from your hand. Destroy all face-up monsters on the field with the same type as that monster. So, this becomes very nice and handy. Okay, now I understand why people may not want to run this card because you have to remove the monster basically that you're discarding. But the fact is that unlike Tribe Infecting, this one deals with type and not attribute, which is really good. Especially for Dark World decks, remove a Fiend, and you basically just got rid of all those Dark Worlds that your opponent has. Psychics go. It's not good against decks like, Light Sworns or my Wind-Ups. It's not good against that because they all have different types. But if a deck is really heavily supported on just one type, that's where you strike them. And it has a pretty good attack too, so it can hold its own as well. In my opinion, this could be a great side deck card if you want to run it. It's good side deck depending on what you see. This may actually come in handy. Yeah, I personally think people should run this more often just because, in my opinion, it's a great tech and it's a great side deck card. Not necessarily main deck right now, unless you're running like a water or thunder based deck. then don't main it. But siding or, even teching it in certain decks, it's really good. It's really good. So, anyway. So, that's another good one. Try it if you want. See if it works. If it doesn't, okay, I can't help you there. So, anyway. Next card. Damage Diet. Normal trap card. Have all damage you take this turn. You can banish this card from your grave and have all effect damage you take this turn. You cannot have the same damage twice with this effect. So basically for one whole turn, any damage you would take is halved instantly. It's a good way to protect your life points, and especially against Chain Burn, you can just remove this card, and all effect damage you would normally take, it's halved. So that means your opponent has to do double the work to knock you out, which is great. This would be a good card against Chain Burn. Any burn deck, any card that loves to attack, which is probably almost every deck, but basically anything that deals a lot of effect damage and can do a lot of damage in one turn. Gallus OTK. Anyway, I personally think this is a good card. I do think you should run this card. This card should be run more often, just because of what it can do. So yeah, try it, see if it works. Once again, doesn't work, I can't help you. Oh well. And final card, A Traffic Control. If your opponent controls 3 or more monsters, they cannot declare an attack. Well, most decks now love to swarm. With Oppression now out of the way, a lot of decks love to swarm. Tech one of these in and watch your opponent cry. This is very good against once again the Wind Up Inzektor. I'm mentioning that a lot for a good reason. This is a good card to stop him. It's a continuous spell, and with the way that the loop works, it only affects cards in the hand, especially with Wind Up Hunter, until they attack, which is where some other cards will come in handy. But basically, this just prevents your opponent from doing anything, which is pretty good. And it's really overlooked because there are most decks out there that can easily get around this, and there's some decks that just say, you know what, get rid of it. But I personally think it would be okay, just because there's that negation of battle. It can't happen. There's especially for Chainburn players. I'm gonna help you out, Chainburn players, with this card. I know with Chainburn you don't really play a lot of monsters and you won't be attacking a lot. So this card actually would be nice against anybody, specifically against this card. But like with the Wind Up Inzektor loop, once they get all their monsters, this card really comes into play. So yeah, and I personally think it's overshadowed. I wish this was played more often, but I don't think it would happen right now, but later on it probably will be. So anyway, there's the 4 cards. Let me know what you guys think. If you have a card that you think is overshadowed in this new set, let me know, and I'll agree or disagree with you, whatever. And anyway, I figured I'd try something new. I haven't done something like this before, but I want to keep you guys informed what you may think. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. I may continue it. If nobody really watches it, no one really likes it, then I won't do anything with this anymore. But tell me what you think. Anyway, I gotta sign off. YGO Team Dynasty Zach, and I am out.